Hello, gentlemen. This is your companion speaking. Welcome back to my channel once again. I know many gentlemen are sitting in front of their screens right now. You are past 60. Some of you even past 70 years old. You are successful men with real standing in society. You have a bank account that many would admire. But there is one question that constantly weighs on your heart. Why do all your efforts to impress young women keep failing? You use your money, your status, or your promises, but what you receive in return is usually only distance, or even worse, a shallow and transactional relationship. You ask yourself what you have done wrong. The truth might genuinely surprise you. The female brain is designed to filter out the noise. She will not remember your expensive car for very long. She will not remember the title printed on your business card either. What makes you truly irresistible lives in the world of emotion? It lives in the way you use words to touch the heart. It strikes directly at the limbic system of the brain. This is the center of emotion and memory in every human being. Today, I am going to reveal a secret to you. It is the 3 magical phrases that women simply cannot forget. These are not cheap pickup tricks at all. This is psychological science and deep human understanding. If you want to know these 3 phrases, watch the entire video. Do not forget to hit like and subscribe to support my channel. Let us begin this journey together, right now. First, let us talk about a fascinating paradox. Why does logic fail in matters of love? Gentlemen often have a habit of solving problems through logic. You have spent your entire life working within structure, discipline, emotional control, and self-reliance are your strengths. But in matters of the heart, those strengths become barriers. Many men mistakenly believe that attraction is a checklist. They think if they are rich enough and funny enough, she will love them. But the truth is, attraction happens in the subconscious mind. It does not live in the analytical and reasoning part of the brain. It lives in the limbic system, which controls emotion and memory. When you focus too much on a perfect outward appearance, you are speaking to the logical part of her mind. But logic can never awaken desire. This is something very few gentlemen ever realize. Imagine an ordinary day in the life of a young woman. She receives dozens of polite messages every single day. Lines like, "Have you eaten yet? How was your day?" Her brain automatically filters out all of that noise. It is similar to when you walk down a familiar road. You cannot remember how many trees you passed by. The brain has a protective mechanism against information overload. To be remembered, you must become a psychological landmark. You must make her feel something that is real. By stepping out of the usual conversational script, you will use words that are rooted in genuine intention. That is the moment you begin to become unforgettable. And now, we come to the first key phrase. The first magical phrase is the words, "I want." In English, that is, "I want." Short and powerful. The biggest reason men fail is fear itself. The fear of rejection always haunts their minds. It shows up in vague and weak language. You often use phrases like, "Maybe we could, if you are free." You think you are being polite and respectful to her, but in reality, you are placing the burden on her shoulders. You are asking her to lead the entire interaction. In psychology, young women are drawn to decisiveness. They long for a man who knows exactly what he wants. When you replace hesitation with the phrase, "I want," everything in the conversation shifts immediately. You are no longer probing or waiting for permission. You are standing firmly in your truth and your desire. This creates an enormous feeling of safety for her. Compare these 2 ways of speaking to see the difference. The first one, "Perhaps we should grab a bite if you are not too busy." That line sounds like you are already preparing for rejection. The second one, "I want to take you to dinner at this wonderful restaurant." Here, you are not forcing anything at all. You are inviting her to step into your vision. You are a man with a plan, with desire, and with clear intention. Experts call this healthy gender polarity. It is steady masculine energy that leads with respect. It allows her to release the burden of decision-making. She can shift into feminine energy that receives and responds. This certainty is the most masculine trait of all. It carries more pull than any pile of wealth ever could. Remember this, no woman has ever fallen in love with hesitation. Are you afraid that saying I want will make you seem pushy? Leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear real experiences from my gentlemen. Now, we move on to the second key phrase. This is a very small word with enormous power. The second tool in your toolkit is the word because. This is the antidote to empty, hollow compliments. Men often say things like, "You are so beautiful," or "You are so interesting." Those are shallow compliments women hear every single day. They become background noise and get filtered out instantly. To avoid being forgotten, you must prove you are paying attention. You must show her your refined and thoughtful observation. The word because is the bridge that carries words into the heart. It transforms a polite remark into an observation with evidence. It shows that you are not just looking, you are truly seeing her. There is a huge difference between looking and truly seeing. Try applying this to your compliments. Do not just say, "I really enjoy talking with you." Say, "I enjoy talking with you because of this." Because the way you see the world is fresh and unique. It makes me stop and think in a different direction. In that moment, you have honored her intelligence. You have honored her one-of-a-kind perspective. You are highlighting her personality and her sense of humor. This kind of specific recognition is incredibly rare today. In a world full of empty likes, sincerity is precious. It creates an emotional resonance that runs very deep because it fulfills the basic human need to be understood. When you attach the word because to your words, you are no longer flattering her cheaply. You are creating a genuine and authentic connection. Your appreciation now carries depth and weight. That is a feeling she will remember for many days afterward. Now, we arrive at the final key phrase. The third phrase in this magical trio is, I appreciate. There is a huge difference between a compliment and appreciation. Many gentlemen get stuck in the trap of surface-level compliments. They focus on her outfit, her hair, or her eyes. These things are nice, but they are transactional. You compliment her hoping for a smile or a positive response. But true appreciation goes far deeper than that. It is not about appearance. It is about the core of who she is. When you say, "You look beautiful," that is a fleeting line. But when you say, "I appreciate how thoughtful you are. I appreciate the way you treat everyone around you," that kind of quality is truly rare in this world. You are sending a powerful signal to her subconscious mind. You are not just a consumer of outer beauty. You are a witness who treasures her very soul. This creates an emotionally safe space for her. When she feels seen at the deepest level, she will open up to you in a way she never has before. The appreciation of a seasoned gentleman carries special weight. It gives her the feeling that she truly has value. Imagine the effect when you combine all three phrases. I want to see you again because I truly appreciate you. I appreciate the peaceful energy that you bring into my life. It makes everything around me feel lighter and easier. In one sentence, you have expressed clear intention. You have given logical evidence and honored her inner worth. This is not just a sentence, it is an emotional experience. It plants a seed in her mind, a seed of safety, depth, and being understood. You will no longer be just any other man. You are the man who noticed the subtle things others overlook. That becomes an unforgettable mark in her mind. Now, we will talk about a crucial foundational skill. That skill is your absolute presence. After 25 years of working with couples, I have seen one very clear and consistent pattern. Men who are unforgettable did not get there through technique. They are remembered because they were fully present. I want to tell you, gentlemen, the story of Robert. He was a good man living in California. He had retired and provided fully for his family, but his wife always felt some kind of disconnect between them. The problem was, even when Robert was with her, his mind was elsewhere. He was busy thinking about his weekend round of golf. He was thinking about fixing the garage out back. Many gentlemen are making the same mistake as Robert. You show up with a mental checklist running in your head. You worry about whether you are performing well enough. You ask yourself if you are impressing her enough. But what a woman truly longs for is very simple. It is your complete presence in the here and now. She wants you to truly see her, not just touch her. She wants you to turn off the noisy conversations in your head. When you focus entirely on her, the world fades away. That is the moment she feels truly cherished. In this world full of distractions, attention is power. Research from Harvard has revealed something very interesting. Emotional presence increases relationship satisfaction by 40%. That is a huge number in the field of psychology. Robert completely transformed his marriage. One evening, he looked deeply into his wife's eyes. He breathed in sync with her, slowly and gently. He touched her without any other plan in mind. His wife whispered, "I feel you are really here with me, just like when we were young, my dear." That was the moment Robert knew he had found her again. Presence does not depend on your age. It is a choice of the soul and of the will. Spend 5 minutes every morning practicing deep breathing. Calm your own nervous system first. Before you begin a conversation with her, look into her eyes for at least 30 seconds. Stop thinking about what to say next. Just be there with her, nothing more. The safety you create in that moment is stronger than any words. Next, let us talk about a more refined art. It is the art of reading her without using words. Communication is not only about what we speak out loud. It is an art form that many gentlemen overlook. A relationship can erode through tiny missed signals. She will feel that she is not fully understood, like a radio with a slightly static signal. I think again of Walter, a 72-year-old patient. He could not understand his wife's body language at all. He kept pushing when she needed him to slow down. He kept pulling back when she needed him closer. But then Walter learned how to truly listen, to listen with his eyes, and not only his ears. He realized that the tension in her shoulders meant something. It was a sign for him to slow down a little, and her quickened breath had a message of its own. It signaled for him to keep going just like that. She smiled and said something very memorable. "It is like you can read my mind." That was the moment Walter knew he had become a true man. Harvard scientists have a very interesting finding. Paying attention to nonverbal cues increases empathy by 40%. Wordless listening reaches the deepest layers, layers that words can never reach. Words are sometimes only ripples on the surface. Deep below lies an entire ocean of emotion waiting. So, pay attention to her reactions when she is near you. Do not just keep talking about your own achievements. Watch her eyes, her breathing, and how relaxed her body is. If she leans back a little, give her some space. If her eyes light up, take one step closer. This requires a subtlety that only age can bring. That is why you have the advantage over impulsive young men. You do not need to rush anything. You have the calmness to observe and to understand her. Now it is time for a revelation that may shock you. This is the surprising truth about being 65 and beyond. Why are gentlemen of this age such powerful magnets? Many gentlemen think they must hide their age. They feel they must pretend to be young to attract younger women. But the truth is completely the opposite of that. If you know how to use it, age is a weapon. The appeal of a 65-year-old man is not in muscles. It is also not in the old-fashioned style of dominance. It lives in your ability to become an emotional regulator. In English, this is called a limbic regulator, a technical term. Science proves that humans are biologically open systems. We need other people to stabilize our own emotions. Young women today live in a world of constant pressure. They are surrounded by anxiety and competition. They face ongoing social turbulence every single day. On a subconscious level, they crave a peaceful harbor, a place where their nervous system can finally rest. And that is exactly where you come into her life. With a nervous system tempered by years of experience, the stillness and calmness that flow from you carry real power. They have the ability to close the emotional loop within her. When she is by your side, her heart rate slows down. Her breathing becomes steady and deeper than usual. She feels safe in a very particular way, because you no longer have those reckless impulses. You have quiet confidence, something arrogance can never imitate. Arrogance shouts, but true confidence whispers. It turns out that your stillness is actually the loudest sound, the sound that draws young women in unconsciously. She will become addicted to the stability that radiates from you. You become her emotional anchor, an anchor in the storm of her life. Accept yourself completely as you are. Do not try to act like a young man. It is meaningless. Your maturity is a kind of emotional medicine. That is the biggest twist I want to share today. The weakness you fear the most is actually your greatest strength. Age is not your enemy. It is a secret weapon that has not been fully tapped. Have you understood this, my gentleman? We have walked through a long and meaningful journey, from words to the brain, from technique to presence. I want to summarize the key points for you. To become unforgettable in the eyes of a young woman, you need to be decisive with the phrase, "I want." Step into the leadership position with respect and clarity. You need to be detailed and specific with the word "because." Prove that you are truly seeing her value. You need to honor her inner self with the phrase, "I appreciate." Touch her soul rather than her appearance. You need to be absolutely present in every moment together. Turn off all the noise in your head to truly be with her. And finally, become an emotional regulator. Use your calmness to soothe her soul. Attraction is not about perfection or performance. It is about leaving a deep emotional mark, a mark in this shallow and rushed world. What is the action step for tonight, gentlemen? Practice presence right now with the people around you. When speaking with someone, truly listen to them. Do not interrupt. Do not rush to offer a solution. Just acknowledge their feelings first. Good listening is the most powerful stimulant of all. It gives the other person the feeling of being the most important person in the world. And that is the most precious gift you can offer, especially to the woman that you love. Dear gentlemen, today's video is coming to a close. I hope I have opened up a new perspective for you. Love and attraction have no age limit. If you understand the laws by which they operate, if you found these psychological secrets helpful, hit the like button right now to support me. This message needs to reach many more gentlemen out there. Gentlemen who are struggling on their own search for love. Share with me in the comments section below a moment when someone's words truly changed you. What words once reached deep into your heart? Or do you have any questions about the 3 magical phrases? I will personally read and respond to every comment. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. I will be back with many more deep secrets. Secrets about relationship psychology in the golden years of life. Thank you, gentlemen, for listening and for trusting me. May you always stand as steady as a mountain. May you find a real connection in this life. A connection worthy of everything you have lived through. Goodbye. And see you in the next video. Remember that you deserve to be truly and deeply loved.